unfortunately, either evil is growing or it's always been there. And there's a lot more evil than we realized previously. So this is another battle that we're fighting.
Ant Middleton confronts SADIQ Khan after controversial comments this week. All right, you're not going to believe what unfolded this week. While everyone was busy talking about the usual Westminster drama, something else was brewing. Something loud, unexpected, and honestly, a moment that had a lot of people sitting up straight, saying, "Wait, did Ant Middleton really just say that?" Because yes. This week, Ant Middleton, former SAS soldier, survival expert, and someone who never holds back, stepped right into the political arena again. And this time, his target was London Mayor SADIQ Khan, after a set of comments that sparked more debates than the mayor probably expected. And the reaction? Let's just say, it was fast, sharp, and absolutely everywhere. Here's what happened. During a public briefing earlier this week, SADIQ Khan made remarks about rising tensions, public behavior, and the responsibilities of Londoners during a period of heightened political and social pressure. The comments weren't explosive on the surface, but the tone, the framing, the implications, they rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. For some, it sounded like Khan was shifting blame onto ordinary people. For others, it felt dismissive of the real frustrations Londoners have been voicing for months. And for Ant Middleton, it crossed a line. Just hours after the remarks started circulating, Ant released a video, posted across multiple platforms. Calm voice, serious expression, the kind of tone he uses when he's calling out something he believes is fundamentally wrong. And he didn't go after Khan with insults or personal attacks. No, he went after the ideas, the messaging, the disconnect between leadership and everyday reality. Ant's reaction wasn't a rant. It wasn't anger for the sake of anger. It was frustration, the grounded kind that comes from someone who has lived through pressure, conflict, and dangerous environments. His main point: leaders can't talk down to the public, especially when people already feel unheard. Middleton highlighted how Londoners are dealing with rising living costs, safety concerns, inconsistent messaging, and a growing feeling that their leaders are speaking at them, not to them. He argued very bluntly that politicians aren't listening, that people on the ground feel abandoned, that morale is dropping, and trust is fading. One line in particular circulated everywhere: "If you want people to stand together, lead them. Don't lecture them." That quote alone had social media buzzing. As soon as the clip went out, the comment sections exploded. Not with insults, not with chaos, but with a sense of, finally, someone said it. People were sharing their own experiences, from safety worries in their neighborhoods to frustrations with leadership that feels distant. One user wrote, "This isn't about politics anymore. It's about feeling like someone in power actually hears us." Another added, "Middleton speaks like a human being. That's why this is hitting people so hard." And then came journalists, commentators, and political insiders jumping into the conversation. A well-known UK political columnist posted, "Ant Middleton doesn't usually step into Westminster commentary, but when he does, people listen." Even some Labour insiders quietly told local reporters that Khan's remarks could have been phrased much, much better. One source put it simply: the mayor underestimated how frustrated people already are. This wasn't just a celebrity reacting to a political statement. This was someone with a reputation for leadership, calling out another leader for failing to connect. And that contrast, it hit home for millions. Middleton comes from a world where leadership is life or death, where communication must be clear, honest, and responsible, where blaming, deflecting, or speaking vaguely is simply not an option. So when he says that political leadership needs a reality check, people take it seriously. Experts pointed out two key reasons his comments spread so fast. First, authenticity. Middleton speaks plainly, without political polish. Second, public mood. Londoners are tired. They're worried. They're impatient. And when someone voices what people feel, not just what they know, the message hits differently. Within 24 hours, reporters were already asking the mayor's office for clarification. Was he misinterpreted? Was the messaging off? Did he regret the phrasing? No major retraction came, but the tone shifted noticeably. Khan's team emphasized community unity, support systems, and listening to the public a softer approach compared to the earlier remarks. Some insiders quietly admitted the mayor was caught off guard by Middleton's response going so viral. Another insider said, "People underestimate how influential cultural figures can be in political conversations." And honestly, that's exactly what happened here. Something deeper is happening in the UK. People feel disconnected from their leaders. There's a growing belief that decision-makers don't understand what everyday life feels like right now. Middleton's reaction didn't create that frustration, it revealed it. By the time he spoke out, the public mood was already simmering. His video simply cracked the lid open. And now, commentators across the country are asking the same question. If public trust is this fragile, what happens the next time a leader misjudges the mood? What began as a routine comment from the mayor turned into a national conversation thanks to one person calling it out with clarity, confidence, and zero political agenda. And now, everyone is watching. Will this push Khan to rethink how he communicates? Will other public figures step forward the way Middleton did? And more importantly, if this is how fast public frustration erupts, what happens next time Londoners feel unheard? Because one thing is clear. This wasn't just a viral moment. This was a warning shot, a reminder that leadership must listen, or risk losing the people it's meant to serve. And trust me, this story is far from over.